but why are you not doing it? Yeah. And that's procrastination generally. As in, our goal sometimes can be so like big, so strong, such that the fear of starting the fear of starting is actually what prevents us. Procrastination. Hi guys. Hi. Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. From the title, as you can see from the channel, I am Jacy Speaks is my channel. Subscribe if you haven't, share and like if this is your kind of content. You know, so down to this. So today I kind of sat down and I was thinking, like, the way we have our goals and our visions, everything that is planned out, every one of us wants to achieve something, honestly, and we always have a pen, a paper, we jot down everything that we want, we write our goals. They look so promising, they look so capable, but why are you not doing anything? Why are you not taking any steps? You've written something down, but why are you not doing it? Yeah. And that's procrastination generally. As in, our goal sometimes can be so like big, so strong, such that the fear of starting the fear of starting is actually what prevents us. Procrastination. Perhaps there's something that is just when you just put it in your head, you're like, how am I going to start this? Seems so hard, seems so outreached. Yani, we just keep ourselves in that procrastination cycle, you know. And so I cannot say that I am of that. I am actually, the reason as to I'm doing this video is just to share my thoughts on procrastination. And yeah, I really want to know how to beat procrastination. I really want to know how to beat procrastination, because it just keeps us, it prevents us from one step ahead or one step closer to our dream. What are the ways that we can use to beat procrastination, you know? Because we need to be productive, we need to go for our goals, we need to achieve the things that we've set to do. And some of the ways that I found is by first, the number one thing is first have a goal in mind, okay? And then when you have a goal, say for instance, maybe you just want to start a YouTube channel, just like I have done. I need to have that desire so strong, and then after that I write actionable steps, and in those actionable steps I need to find them, to chunk them down into something that can be achievable, maybe say per day, or when you're free, when you have something to do, when you don't have anything to do. So the number one thing is specify your goals. So make sure that you are so specific, especially because we can set big goals but we are not really specific on them, and that's why they will not enable us to do or to achieve or to know the right next steps, okay? And after that, so when you've set your goals, the next thing is to turn them into micro portions. When you turn your big goal into micro portions, that way you are able to deliver, and that's why that way you are able to achieve them. Because when you achieve, when something is doable, your brain will come up with ways of doing it, you see. And when you do that, you'll find yourself that now you're getting closer to your dreams, and now you're getting closer to your goals. So when you turn them into micro portions, also make sure that after that you are supposed to reward yourself for the achievements and the small achievements that you've made. When you do that, at least you know that you're negotiating with yourself, because sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves, and instead of just seeking out to just do, you also need to pat yourself on the back. You can do something nice to yourself. You can decide to even just give yourself, if maybe you are addicted to social media, just as we've always been in this generation, just make sure that after you've done your task, that's something that I apply in my life. After I've done a task, the day's task that I had set myself to do, that is when I can allow myself to sit and maybe watch some people, some fellow YouTubers that I enjoy on YouTube, so that at the end of the day I have put myself and my goals first, and the only reward they can get is now being able to watch or enjoy anything that I want. You can also decide to buy yourself a nice gift. Let's not always wait for people to come and compliment us or to reward us for a good maybe habit or character or something that we've done, but also let us embrace coming to reward ourselves for the small efforts that we give. Also, now after that, you have now taken the goal and broken it into micro portions, but now starting is also a challenge. And so here I have 2 points that they are good, they can be used, and they are doable. The first one is understanding motivation, because people wait to be motivated so that they can act. That's how we have been programmed, and that's what we've been used to doing. But now when you understand motivation, as I read somewhere in a book, that you're not supposed to wait for motivation so that you can start. When you start, that is when motivation follows. That's why you'll find yourself, you started something, but later now you're becoming so motivated to keep on doing the same thing. You keep on being motivated because you go into micro portions, and then you start doing one thing at a time. Eventually now you find that you're even motivated to keep on going because you feel good about yourself, you feel good about doing it, you feel you have attained and you have achieved something. And so let's not wait to act, to be motivated so that we can act. Let's now act so that we can be motivated. Another point is understanding momentum. Momentum is such that how can you get out of your comfort zone and now actually do this thing? Because sometimes we find that we have anxiety, or we are so tired to do something, we are so scared to try something, or maybe it just seems so hard in our brain, and that can really be a factor that prevents us or stops us from doing what we are meant to do at that particular time. So when you understand momentum is to trick your brain, this is just a method that you can use to trick your brain and tell it. For instance, the 5-second rule, as you find that starting on a task can be really challenging at times because we have several factors. Perhaps you're tired, perhaps you're nervous, perhaps you're scared, perhaps you don't even have the means to do that. Perhaps your brain thinks that it's hard in your brain because everything starts in our brain. And so, like, when you understand momentum, you now trick your brain to be able to do a task that you had set. For instance, there's the 5-second rule. There are 3 of them: the 5-second rule, the 2 minutes rule, and the 5 minutes rule. So the 5-second rule is about maybe you set your alarm in the morning, and you really have to wake up because there are things that need to be done, and you're just there in bed. So what you do, you start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, you wake up. Perhaps you want to do something. The same applies to every other thing that you set yourself to do. When you count 5 to 1, going backwards, now you're able to shift in your brain from thinking that I cannot do this into actually now doing. I don't know if you've gotten that, but use the 5-second rule to now change your mind from not doing something now to actually doing something. It's like a clock, stopwatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2. So the 5-minute rule goes like this. You have 2 actions that you want to do: action A and action B. Action A tends to be more luring, to be more relaxing, and action B is the one that maybe is connected to your goal. Okay. And now you find that our brains get more drawn to the one action A, because action A doesn't need a lot of stress, a lot of memory, a lot of brain power and stuff like that. And now you get to procrastinate action B, which is something that is connected to your goal. And now how we can hack our brain or trick our brain into doing something is by using the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule is like this. So you come and tell yourself, okay, let me now take option B and do it only for 5 minutes. If I do not want to continue from there, fine. If I want to continue, it's okay. So you find that doing that, actually you will be able to do the task completely. You find that, just as I was saying, when you start on an action, when you start on something consecutively, you just want to do the thing, or you get more productive. So you'll find that 5 minutes turns into 10 minutes, into 15 minutes, 20, 30, and at the end of the session, or at the end of the day, you have already completed your task. So the 5-minute rule is very important. It's also very functional while deciding whether or not to do something or to do something. And that's something that you can trick your brain, because we find that everything is always in our brain. We find that we normally tell ourselves, oh, this is so hard, but now that is just in your brain. Maybe when you step out of your brain and just do the damn thing, you will accomplish your goal. Okay, yeah. So guys, those are my points on beating procrastination. I use them and I apply them in my life, and they have really helped me a ton. Like right now, I do not want to do this because I kept procrastinating about doing this video, and I used the 5-minute rule. Let me see if I can do it for 5 minutes, and then here we are. I have done the video and I am so happy to be here. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, subscribe, and you can share it with someone who also who can benefit from this video. And also let me know some of the things that you procrastinate about and what you have learned from this, and some of the other ways that you can use to beat procrastination. I'd love to know also, and the other people would love to know. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the comment section. Bye.